14th start of 2009. And the first pitch of this one is in there for strike one. McLeod taking this time, and it's 0-1. Cloud covered Fenway Park as we get it started tonight. Breaking ball fouled off, and it's 0-2. Chance for rain coming up. The Red Sox starting here in comfortable conditions. If it stays like this, we're in good shape, but chances are that forecast is correct, and showers are on the way. This one fouled off Veritek, and it's 0-2. We highlighted Nate McLouth in our open tonight, and it's been a great acquisition for the Braves. They got him on June 3rd, and he's been fantastic for him. He was an all-star last year. Mentioned he was a Gold Glove Award winner. You think about how good the Pirates would be if they kept all those guys.
Yeah, you got to wonder, but they got a young, talented pitcher from the Atlanta Braves. Big, tall, right-handed kid, throws hard. Where's that?
Wow.
Well, that's the first I've got to have it tonight. You're seeing a 1-2 pitch from Beckett. He's trying to throw the ball in the inside corner. He throws it right down the middle.
Wow. Breaking ball is popped up, and from second base, Pedroia steps up, puts it away for out number one. The Red Sox lining up defensively like this: Jason Day in left, Jacoby Ellsbury in center, J.D. Drew in right, Youkilis at third with Nick Green at short, Pedroia at second base, Kotze at first. Veritek does the catching for Beckett. Red Sox 9th in fielding percentage to start the night. Umpiring crew: Gary Darling has the plate, Bill Hahn at first base, Bruce Dreckman at second base, and Paul Emmel is the umpire at third. Yunel Escobar, first pitch swinging, fouls it off to the right.
I'll tell you something, for Beckett, the last 5 days had to be a long 5 days. After the game that he had in Philadelphia, he had that game won. I mean, when you watch a game like that, 4-1 going into the 5th inning, he was breezing, and all of a sudden gave up 4 runs. And you saw his emotion that he has kept the wraps on for really for the last couple of years. You haven't seen him get really upset, but he was upset. When he's upset like that, you know it got to him. He got so mad he hit a home run.
I was going to say that the home run he hit was a very angry swing at the time.
Yeah, he got up there after giving up 4 runs and then tied the game 5-5, but he just couldn't quite make it. One of the, he's been pitching so well for the last month.
Blows it by Escobar, strikes him out, 2 down. First K of the night for Josh Beckett. Reaching back that time.
You see a pitch right here, pitcher's pitch, unhittable pitch, paint. Can't get to that ball down. I thought that ball was low, but the Mika pitch zone says it's a low strike.
2 down for Chipper Jones. 3-0-1 for last year's batting champion. He gets the arms out of the way and takes strike one over the inside corner.
If Beckett hits that spot all night, he has success, and he's been doing that quite a lot. Last time out, he didn't get a ball into Ryan Howard, and it hurt him late in that game.
Shot to first base, tough hop, it explodes on Kotze, kicks to Pedroia, throw is late, and Jones will reach. That thing exploded on Kotze at first base.
Been a lot of bad hops recently. You see a changeup he throws him, he leans over, reaches out to get it. The hop came off the lip of the grass, and it kind of tricked him a little bit. You see it? You can't see where the ball came up. It came up off the lip of the grass and took a big higher hop, kicked off his shoulder. Thought they still had a play, but Chipper beats it.
It's a base hit for Chipper Jones. So the 2-out single. Brian McCann coming up. McCann batting in the cleanup spot. 3:27 to start the day. As he takes strike one from Beckett.
Some infielders have been complaining about the bad hops recently. Probably has something to do with taking the tarp off, fixing the field, adding some, whatever they add that stuff when it's raining, and it keeps it, makes it a little bumpier than normal. Can fouls it off. He's down 0-2. See this little change up. He reaches down and gets it. See the ball. No, it wasn't off the lip. It just took a big hop off the dirt right in front of him. Looked like he had that ball easily. Anytime you see a first baseman, a fielder, take it off his shoulder, there's no way that was a regular hop.
Beckett ahead 0-2. In the dirt, knocked down by Varitek. Chipper Jones going to try it, but he's going to be very out at second base. Ends the top of the first. The Red Sox are coming up here from Fenway Park. Derek Lowe would get. He came in from the bullpen moments ago, and this is what happened. Well, the standing O for Lowe from about second base on as he made his way in from the pen. And ready to work here on the Fenway Park mound.
You're never quite sure what the reception is really going to be like. He's probably thought about this for a long, long time. This offseason, he probably looked at the schedule and he said he's going to be there in June, and he thought about it then, and then you saw the reaction that he got. It's probably a great feeling.
One thing is very consistent as we look at the numbers last time out against the Orioles, some tough numbers for Lowe. Everybody who came back from the 0-4 team has been cheered, with the exception of the guys wearing the pinstripes. And really, one guy, Johnny Damon.
But at the same time, he got a reception. Now, whatever. Yeah. I mean, to me, it said everything. I mean, because everybody got loud. Whatever they did, yay or boo, it still meant the same. It was something. They got a reaction.
There was a reaction.
He took his helmet off anyway. He didn't care, did he? Make it sound like it's an ovation. Take your hat off.
Escobar fires to first base and gets Pedroia. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Dustin Pedroia at second base, J.D. Drew in right, Kevin Youkilis is at third base tonight with Jason May in left, David Ortiz the DH, Mark Kotze at first base, Jacoby Ellsbury in center field, Jason Varitek doing the catching, batting eighth, and Nick Green at shortstop bats ninth. There is J.D. Drew with one out and the base is empty. As we all know, if Derek Lowe's able to induce a lot of ground balls, he's on his game.
A tall right-hander's got that leverage. That ball sinks right out of his hand. He can't get on the side of the baseball sometimes, and it doesn't sink as much.
There's another ground ball. Lowe will have to cover there in plenty of time. And there's two down. Here are the Braves defensively. Garrett Anderson getting a start in left field. Nate McLouth in center. Jeff Francoeur in right field. Martin Prado is at third base with Yunel Escobar at short. Kelly Johnson at second. Casey Kochman at first. And Brian McCann does the catching for Derek Lowe. Braves as a team, fielding percentage, they are 10th in the National League.
They got to feel good when he takes the mound defensively, knowing they're going to get some ground balls. Everybody's on their toes. He throws strikes. Keeps the ball in the ballpark, as you said. Only giving up 3 home runs this year. Big ballpark he's pitching in too. That has a little something to do with it. But overall in his career, he doesn't give up long balls.
There's the breakdown as far as the groundouts go for him in his career. The 3 home runs you mentioned come in 86 innings pitched. There's the distribution of outs.
You know, he closed ball games here in Boston, I think, back in 2000, before he won 20 games. I mean, how do you go from saving a bunch of games to winning 20 games? And you had a hard time closing games out that one year because he's not a strikeout guy. He's going to put the ball in play, right? So he's going to have problems. Little ground balls that find the holes. He's not your classic, slam the door kind of closer, punch out 2 guys an inning, like Papelbon.
No, there's going to be contact.
Right. But still, saved 42 games one year and went to the All-Star game as a closer.
85 total saves for Derek Lowe in a Red Sox uniform.
Started the All-Star game. I mean, that's doing it. As a starter, started in Milwaukee, I believe.
This is grounded to third base. Prado on the backhand. The throw in time to get Youkilis. 3 ground ball outs and 1-2-3 first scores from Fenway. From Fenway as the Red Sox and Braves play the second game of a 3-game series. And it's Brian McCann who gets a fresh start here in the second inning. He was batting in the first. The ball got away and Chipper Jones tried to get to second base, but Varitek gunned him down. And it ended the top of the first inning. The key matchup is brought to you by Honda. Inside for a ball, and it's 1-1. It's McCann, Anderson, and Prado here in this top of the second inning. Lined into left center field, a base hit. Ellsbury over to play it. McCann with a leadoff single to start the top of the second.
You see this 1-1 pitch to McCann. It looks like a fastball away, but this is not a fastball. This is a changeup, a high changeup. It's as good as a lot of pitchers' fastballs, but that is a changeup, 91-mile-an-hour changeup. He's been throwing a lot of changeups lately. I mean, he gets the ball up there, it's not a good thing, but he's been throwing a lot of good changeups lately and using all of his pitches. But like I repeat myself all the time, when he's throwing the ball good, he's going to pound that ball on the inside corner to a left-hander and outside corner to a right-hander.
Inside of Garrett Anderson for ball one. Good numbers for Garrett Anderson against Josh Beckett, 8 for 17. On the ground to first base. Kotsay touches first. Need to tag him here, and they do. Double play.
That is a beautiful thing for a pitcher, to have a guy holding on the runner, because if he's not holding on the runner, that might be a double down the line. Meanwhile, Kotsay right there at the bag at first, throws to second, easy double play.
So 2 down now here in the second inning. Leadoff single is disposed of, and here's Martin Prado to start at third base tonight. .268 average. So he takes the breaking ball for ball one.
A lot of times when the runner's being held at first base, that hole, they seem so big between Pedroia and Kotsay. That time it worked out for him big time.
On the ground, left side, Youkilis ranges, plants and throws in plenty of time. We head to the bottom of the second, no score from Fenway. David Ortiz and Mark Kotsay to bat here in the second inning. Derek Lowe had a 1-2-3 first. 3 ground outs as Jason Bay takes strike one.
Bay did all the hitting last night with a 2-run bomb and a double. That was it.
for the last week. Jason Bay at 333. Without his production, the Red Sox would have been no hit. A quiet night with the bats for the Red Sox, and they certainly had a tough time with Kenshin Kawakami in last night's game. And tonight, Derek Lowe trying to keep it going. One of the few times the Red Sox offense has really been totally quiet. And our first look at Kawakami, who pitched pretty well here last night. They say that last night may have been his best outing.
You would think so. Everything we saw, good fastball, right? Good command of his fastball. Throw 4 pitches, curveball, slider, and a good changeup.
And that was really the key, the command.
Impressive.
He is not possessed in his other outings. Derek Lowe with a full count here to Jason Bay. To center field. Nate McLouth will dive and make the catch in left center. Made the grab out there. It looked like it was going to hit the grass. Terry Francona standing up and trying to get a better look at that, but apparently he did make the catch out there in left center.
This line drive was sinking quickly. McLouth shows everybody why he's a Golden Glover. You see, he gets to this ball right before it hits the ground. It might have bounced. If you get a little look at this ball right here, this ball could have bounced. May have it. I'm not really convinced that he caught that ball in the air. It's hard to say that it hit his web or not. I mean, that's as close as it gets. Because
Yes.
the web has to be underneath the ball. And I wouldn't be surprised if he trapped that.
Either way, an extremely tough call to make. We've watched it 3 times on replay.
Meanwhile,
that's being the umpire.
Meanwhile, it's a great play. This guy is a Golden Glover.
So 1 out. And David Ortiz, the batter. See, this is why interleague's a good thing. You get to see guys you don't see every day.
All right, I'm
the last time you
impressed.
saw Nate McLouth.
I watched him last night, and he called off everybody. As soon as the ball's in the air, he's calling the right fielder off and the left fielder on everything.
Well, David Ortiz, the DH, batting in the 5th spot again. Nate McLouth, he's got to look at why he's a Gold Glover.
He can fly, too.
Ortiz fouls it off, and it's 2-2.
Derek Lowe is just not a sinker ball pitcher. You think, oh, Derek Lowe, just nothing but sinkers. That bowling ball he throws up there that's hard to lift into the air, but he mixes it up. So sliders inside to left-handers, not afraid to go inside and use that front door sinker. Punch guys, left-handers out.
Full count to David Ortiz. 1 out, base is empty. Boston's 2nd inning. Ortiz jolts it to center field. McLouth going back at the wall. It is high off the wall. McLouth will play the Karen. Big Poppy cruises into second. Didn't miss by much to dead center field.
David just gulps this ball. You see the sinker down out of the strike zone. That ball's way down. He goes down and gets it. Kind of an off-balance swing when he goes down and gets it. But the big part of the bat club head gets on this ball, and this ball barely misses going out for a home run. Got to be less than a foot from going out over the center field fence. That was a tough pitch that he hit a long, long ways.
That's second with 1 away, and now Mark Kotze. That's the start at first base tonight. Mike Lowell getting tonight off. Terry Francona saying before the game there's a chance that Mike may get tomorrow off too, back-to-back days. We'll see. Kotze, 263 to start the night as he takes strike 1.
You see the kind of power that Ortiz has, even when he's off balance a little bit. That ball on the screws is what he did.
I don't realize how hard that is to do, what he just did.
Really?
Something that low to put it that far out there, and the swing got on it.
If you see the view from the side, Ortiz, you wouldn't have thought that ball was going to go that far. But you heard the sound, didn't you? That ball was hit square.
To center field, McLouth is right there to make the catch for out number 2. Let's check back in with Heidi.
on the Red Sox were the last team in Major League Baseball that Derek Lowe had not faced. That, of course, changed tonight as he took the mound against his former team of 8 years. And he admitted to me he had some butterflies.
Yeah, I probably will. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with admitting it. I think he'll probably be as amped up as maybe any start this year, maybe besides opening day, just because, you know, you want to pitch well. You want to go out there and perform well. But you know, you can't force a good game to happen. You try to, you know, stick with your game plan, like everybody says, but it's going to be fun.
Of course, Lowe was with the Red Sox from 1997 to 2004 on that World Championship team in 2004. He went 70 and 55 with the Sox. He also had 85 saves. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Look back over the years for Derek Lowe, his 20-win season. Ironically, 0-2, he won 21. Pedro Martinez won 20, and the team didn't go to the postseason.
Imagine that.
That is hard to do.
It really is. I like the Red Sox approach so far. They're just trying to shoot the ball to center field. They've scalded 3 balls this inning.
This one chop foul, 1 and 2.
And that's the approach off of Lowe, is just try to hit the ball the other way up the middle. They've stung 3 balls this inning. Only have 1 hit to show for it.
When Lowe went to Los Angeles in 05, it started a string of 4 years with the Dodgers. It's in double figures in wins in every year. 12 wins, 16, 12 again, and then 14 last year. After leaving the Red Sox, here are the compiled numbers as a member of the Dodgers and in this first bit of season with the Braves.
You see that 3.63? That's the National League. You can add almost a run in this league. If I was pitching today, I'm going to the National League as fast as I can. Especially for 15 beans a year.
Yeah.
He's made 60 for 4 years. I'll pitch anywhere for 15 beans.
Right now.
Right now. Nobody's.
You're going to get a call from your agent one night. You're going to be in the middle of a game. You're going to turn around and walk. Dennis, where are you going? 15 beans.
I'm going for a bean. I don't care.
Dude 2 is chopped off the plate. Kochman's way at first. He'll flip to Lowe. They get Ellsbury. The Red Sox leave Ortiz at second. Scoreless after 2. Hurry into Olympia Sports. Spend $75 or more on licensed Major League Baseball merchandise and get $15 Olympia Sports bonus card. This promotion ends June 23rd. Olympia Sports, get it for less. So far, so good weather-wise as we head into the 3rd inning of this scoreless game. Beckett against Lowe tonight. Casey Kochman As the bottom third of the Braves order comes to bat in the inning, Kochman, Francoeur, and Johnson. Fly ball to left center field. Ellsbury and Jason Bay. Bay is there to make the catch, and there's one down. The Red Sox Nation Ultimate Fan Pack includes 2 tickets to a select game. Remaining opponents include the White Sox, Tigers, and Athletics. Visit RedSoxNation.com to join today. 1 out in the 3rd inning. Jeff Francoeur, the right fielder who bats 8th.
Said on base percentage 284 tells you he's hacking.
Francoeur with a total of 5 years now in the big leagues with the Braves. First round pick back in 02, broke onto the scene with a 300 batting average in 2005 right out of the gate. 14 homers and 45 runs batted in. He's been here ever since.
They sent him to the minor leagues with that last year at some point, just for maybe a couple of weeks.
He was in a funk. 3 games in Mississippi last year,
which he was, he was upset about that. He was going so bad they thought, well, just try something. And then he came back and got it together a little bit, but had a bad year last year.
Yeah, he ended up last year hitting a .239 as he hits this towards the gap in left center field. Ellsbury going back will make the catch and bang into the wall. Jacoby Ellsbury in left center gets it done again.
I started to watch him go after this ball. I said, you better pull up. This ball might go off the wall. And I'll tell you what, he's got a lot of nerve out there in these gaps. He just challenged this ball, would not give up on it. He said, I got it. And he goes into the slide before he hits the fence. I mean, that is a better catch than it looks. He makes it look easy with that slide, but he's full torque on that ball in the gap. I mean, he pulls up. He could slam right with that fence. He just knows where he is, and he's got the nerve to go out and get it.
So 2 down in the inning. Allowed out as Jeff Francoeur. That had wall written all over it.
There's 2 Golden Glove center fielders in this game tonight is what it is.
And both have been heard from in the early going already. It's 0-2 quickly to Kelly Johnson. What a difference it makes when you have that kind of defense behind you, I would think, as a pitcher.
Oh, it really does. The center fielder is so important for a pitcher. Obviously up the middle, everything up the middle, shortstop, second base, center field. Changes the whole inning. Talk about a double. 1 out right now. He plays a fairly shallow center field, too.
Chopped at first. Kotze gets this one and takes it to first to end the inning. 2.5 done, no score. Essay telling us about your big idea, and if your essay is chosen as the winner, you win a Nesson VIP behind-the-scenes experience at the ballpark this summer. Visit Nesson.com for more information. How about that? We already have an essay contest winner. It's the Bo Sox Club essay contest winner. Congratulations. Third inning, Jason Varitek leads it off and takes strike one. Varitek, Green, and Pedroia in the third.
I wonder who'd have an advantage. The guy that caught a pitcher for many, many years like that. I've always thought, shouldn't a catcher be able to hit the guy he's caught so many times, right?
Maybe you know too much, though. That's the problem. Maybe you're thinking too much.
I don't know.
I mean, you think along the lines of the way he did when you were calling his games. So, yeah.
Well, you know he's going to throw a sinker. You don't have to be a genius
right.
to know here comes a sinker, but can I hit a sinker?
This one is on the ground up the middle. Johnson stumbles but fires to first in time to get Varitek for the first out. Sox instant game for the Mass State Lottery. You can win Red Sox season's tickets for life and up to $1 million instantly. Get yours today. For details, visit masslottery.com. One down here in the bottom of the third inning for Nick Green. Nick Green, drafted by the Atlanta Braves. .285 hitter for the Red Sox this season. And getting now the majority of the time to third. Prado with a nice pick to his left. And there's two outs here in the bottom of the third inning. More ground ball outs.
Sharply hit ground outs, but ground outs.
6 of them so far in 2 2/3. Base is empty for Dustin Pedroia. He grounded out to shortstop first time up. Mentioned the tough outing last time out for Lowe. 2 1/3, giving up 8 runs. To short, Escobar. Sidearm toss and plenty of time. Another 1-2-3 inning for Derek Lowe. Scoreless at the end of 3. Fourth inning back at Fenway Park. Nate McLouth leading it off for the Braves and popping it up. Foul ground. Varitek's got to play. And he makes it for the first out of the fourth inning. Well, we've seen some defense from two fine center fielders tonight. Nate McLouth in center field, robbing Jason Bay of extra bases. And this diving catch in left center. Same general area, but deeper when Jacoby Ellsbury's got to deal with the wall. Diving grab. And goes in knees first to that wall out there, but two great catches here tonight. Nate McLouth and Jacoby Ellsbury manning center field.
I put 2 stars on that one. The winner is Ellsbury, but they're both great plays.
Yeah, McLouth wasn't going to hit anything when he was diving.
Right. There was danger in the other one.
Danger in the first pitch to Escobar. Ducks back out of the way.
They came up on Escobar last night by his chin, and you see another one. Watch this ball follow him. I mean, he's way off of it, but that's a little much.
Escobar, the only strikeout so far tonight for Josh Beckett.
Very relaxed player. You watch him play at shortstop and even at bat.
There's a strike. 2-1.
Looks cool. He looks even cool taking a pitch. Got a little style to him.
That's saying a lot when you can look cool when you take a pitch.
Yeah.
Diving by Kotze at first base, can't get it. It's into right. Escobar is on with a 1-out single. Third Braves hit of the night.
He's got a nice stroke. He can use his both sides of the field. You see a base hit, fastball away, 2-1 pitch. Ball's up, out over middle. He doesn't try to pull it. Shoots this ball past Kotze. Last night he pulled the ball the other way. So you can see this guy's a talented player. You hear a lot about this kid. They're telling what he's capable of doing.
1 out, 1 on. Chipper Jones, infield hit, first time up. And exploded on Kotze. Snap throw to first base, and just back is Escobar.
Varitek gets good pitch to throw over there with, down and in on the left hand. It's a perfect time to throw to first base. Escobar gets back, but heads up over there. Jones has got to be getting up in age, doesn't he? He's got to be over 35, 36. They just gave him a 3-year contract this offseason.
In there for strike in the count, 1-2.
He's on his way to try to hit 500 home runs.
He's 37 years old.
I wonder how long he could play. The wear and tear of all the years he's played to this point.
A lot of trips to the DL.
Yes.
Strike 3 call. Grabs the outside corner. According to Gary Darling, Chipper Jones doesn't think so. Second strikeout for Beckett, 2 down.
Beckett using both sides of the plate in this at bat against Chipper, and he puts him away with some paint. Gas away, paint. Ball might be a little outside, but close enough. I got to have it. He couldn't get to that ball even if it was on the corner.
So 2 down here in the fourth.
Those balls that he features inside to left-handed hitters pay off. That outside corner is for the taking if he does enough of it.
Out to the corner for strike 1 to McCann. We were talking about McCann last night. This is a very good catcher the Atlanta Braves have.
In this day and age with catchers the way offensively, there's nobody.
Joe Mauer's about it.
I mean, really. I mean, both leagues, you can count it on less than one hand. There's only 2 or 3 of them.
It's 0-2. A little wrinkle in that pitch from Beckett on the curveball. He's already got 2 Silver Slugger awards. Those 6 in last year. Fooling the pitch went around. Strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Beckett. Scoreless after 3.5 from the Fens. Zone. It gets you a whole lot of freshmen all summer long. Mix up any drink you can think of, frozen or fountain, for just 79 cents any size. That's the Chill Zone, Cumberland Farms. Bottom of the 4th inning, back at Fenway Park. J.D. Drew, Kevin Youkilis, and Jason Bay face Derek Lowe, who was given up just 1 hit for the first 3 innings. David Ortiz with a double that nearly got out of here. Straightaway center field, missed by about a foot. On the ground and foul just outside the bag at first. Be a happy little girl down there. She gets a souvenir. Outside for ball 3. One season for J.D. Drew in an Atlanta Braves uniform, of course, from Georgia originally, as he lifts a fly ball foul. Let's check out tonight's trivia question. It's brought to you by Aflac. We've got you under our wing.
Aflac!
Tonight's question: which former Red Sox pitcher threw the last no-hitter in Braves history? Derek Lowe throwing a no-hitter here for the Red Sox against the Tampa Bay Rays. In there for strike 3. J.D. Drew gets the bad news from home plate umpire Gary Darling. First strikeout for Derek Lowe, 1 down.
This pitch, the 3-2 pitch by Derek Lowe. This ball looks low, but I bet you it's going to register a strike on Amika, because Amika loves low cheese.
I bet you the people at Amika didn't know that.
Yeah, they like low cheese. That registers. I know. We've been watching this nightly. I don't think J.D. thought that was a strike. But for a sinker ball like that, that's a strike. You love that, because that's where you want to throw the ball every time.
1 down here in the 4th inning. Kevin Youkilis grounded out to third base back in the 1st inning.
Derek Lowe just going over 2,000 innings this year. He looks like he could throw forever. He's got big, tall, lanky body. Just
think about how durable he has been throughout the years and consistent.
Oh yeah, he could throw. You know, the bullpen. He was. I remember I played with him my last year here, and I was amazed by his arm. He could throw every day.
Ball 3-1. Look back over the years. Every year you can plan on 200 innings from Derek Lowe.
He was an emotional guy when I first met him. He was young, a little wild. He's mellowed out in his old age. We all have to mellow out. He started mellowing out in L.A. That's where it all began, and now he carried his act to Atlanta.
A lot of people go to L.A. and mellow out.
You usually the other way around. You mellow out in Atlanta and then air it out in L.A. Don't you? I mean,
I always thought everybody was kind of laid back in L.A.
I know laid back, but L.A. is happening, right?
A lot of options.
If you're going to get a lot
distractions.
Of options. Yeah, good way to put it.
You didn't need any distractions. There's before. Tonight after our Red Sox coverage, tune into NESN for Sports Desk, presented by FW Web. Find FW Web's 27 Bass Centers at frankweb.com. Find out who won the big showdown between Heidi and TC in Against the Tide breast cancer event this morning. Plus, find out the surprising leader at the U.S. Open Golf Championship and all the highlights from a full slate of interleague play this Saturday. It's all coming up on Sports Desk tonight after our Red Sox coverage. I heard a little bit about this TC thing. It sounds like we almost lost our good friend TC today. And,
I didn't see the boat that was dragging him along.
He was part of Team NESN. Heidi Wadney and Tom Karen.
You know, I can't hoot on him because I can't swim a lick. I mean, I can't
either. But we can still hoot on him.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
But you know, I don't want him to think that I could swim. So, I don't blame him for taking gas halfway through the race.
He got in the middle of the swimming part.
You got to know your limitations, don't you? Hello.
Wrapped it up. Needed the kayak in the middle to get out.
The hat is what kills me. I'm not going to be caught dead with that thing.
You would never wear that anywhere.
It's not happening. I'm not going to take a shower with that thing. Got it? Even if nobody's watching, I see myself.
So they're going to put the hat on you. What do you say? Hey, everybody's wearing the hat.
I don't know, man. I'll put my own little net or something. I'll get a rubber band or something.
Something cool.
Something cool.
To third base, Prado to second, and they get the lead runner in Euclid. As Jason Bay reaches at first, 2 down.
They looked like they didn't even want to try to turn this double play. It was fairly slowly hit to Prado, but I thought they might attempt a little turn there.
So 2 down, Bay at first, and David Ortiz, the batter, doubled in the second inning. David Ortiz been putting it together. 344 in the last 13 games. You see the confidence rising during the last 13 games as well as time goes on. It's outside, 1-1.
That's a good take right there, not swinging at a pitch like that. You can't do much with that pitch. Although he did something with a pitch that was low, but it was out over the middle of the plate. The ball hit off the wall.
Soft ground ball to Kochman this time at first base. Turns around, tags the bag. And the Red Sox are gone in the fourth. Drew 4. No score from Fenway. Anderson, Martin Prado, and Casey Kochman bat here in the 5th inning. Garrett Anderson ran it into a double play in the 2nd inning.
You watch Beckett pitch inning to inning, hitter to hitter. He'll feature some curveballs, backdoor, fastballs inside. I mean, he's been pitching. He's been pitching the last month of the season. Not just power pitching, throwing everything.
On the ground at Green at shortstop. And there's one away. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Don, Garrett Anderson has had some success against Josh Beckett in the past, batting .471 with a home run. I asked him earlier today how he's got such good numbers against the Sox ace.
I don't know. I mean, if players knew why they did things off of certain pitchers or pitchers got hitters out, I mean, the game would be easy. It's a hard game, and I don't take anything for granted when I face guys that I've done well from. He's a tough pitcher, so I just look for the mistakes. With pitchers like him, you just look for mistakes because he has plus pitches, plus fastball, plus curveball. So you just look for the mistakes and try to do the best you can.
The 36-year-old Anderson was hot last night as well, going 3 for 3 with 4 RBI. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Well, Garrett Anderson, a very good hitter, as we've seen over the years with the Angels, put up some big numbers, an all-star several times over. This one chopped to first, and Kotze's got it. There's 2 down in the inning. But I guess if you're a good pitcher, there are guys that annoy you more than Garrett Anderson. I mean, that's a good hitter. There's got to be some guys that you face that just were not good hitters that killed you for whatever reason.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it, because you got to get somebody out. But then again, there's the guys that you think you should get out that you can't get out.
Right.
And there's no reason. Sometimes you think maybe you didn't focus, you didn't concentrate enough off them. But, you never see a hitter. She went to do that interview. The hitter's not going to say, well, he throws nothing. I see the ball so well off
He's
of
tipping
him.
his pitches, and
Yes,
I see it.
Exactly.
That's when he does this.
I know when he throws his curveball.
So you're not going to get that.
But I go over the course of my career thinking about who I got out, who I should have gotten out more, and it's just, sometimes there's no reason for it.
Little nubber, but Veritek picks it up, foul ground.
The other night we saw Contreras push that ball out. Remember that ball in front of the plate? I've never seen that.
Literally.
He pushed it and got away with it. The umpire couldn't see it, blocked out of it.
Inside 0-2, had them all tied up.
Wow. If I'm a hitter and he throws this ball at my stomach, I mean, my goodness, just to get out of the way. Talk about make them move their feet, make them move their stomach. You're trying to make it an uncomfortable at bat. Well, that's an uncomfortable at bat.
Outside 2-2. He's given up 3 hits. Chipper Jones an infield hit. Brian McCann a single to center. Escobar single to right. And a strikeout here of Kochman. 4th K for Beckett. A 1-2-3 5th. Scoreless from Fenway. Bottom of the 5th inning. The K-men are busy out there as Josh Beckett has 4 strikeouts through the first 5 innings. Red Sox batting in the bottom of the 5th. Mark Kotsay, Kobe Ellsbury, and Jason Varitek. Kotsay getting a start at first base tonight. Lined out to the center fielder Nate McLouth in the 2nd inning.
The Red Sox need to break out of this drought that they've been on. You think last night they got 2 hits, 1 tonight, and then 2 nights before they only got 1 hit off that rain-shortened game off Velasco. Was a home run by Euclid.
9 ground ball outs so far for Derek Lowe through the first 4 innings. Kotsay fouls it off, and it's 2-2. Time now for the answer to our Aflac trivia question. Aflac! Which former Red Sox pitcher threw the last no-hitter in Braves history? Kent Mercker was the answer. Lefty not only threw the last of the Braves' 14 no-hitters, April 8th of '94 against the Dodgers, but also part of the second-to-last Braves no-hitter, when 3 Atlanta pitchers combined to no-hit the Padres in September of 1991. Mercker allowed 10 earned runs in 5 games in which he appeared with the Red Sox in '99.
I never would have thought of his name as a no-hitter with the Braves.
Soft ground ball foul.
He was back with the Braves back when they had it going on early on, 91, 92, with the ground floor of that. I don't know if you want to call it a dynasty. They never won any world championships, but 13 titles in a row, right? Divisions.
Glavine, Smoltz, Maddox. Sort of grounded foul.
Boy, how spoiled was Bobby Cox with that kind of pitching? Seriously.
Yes.
I mean, my goodness, they ran those guys out there, and they had an outside corner to beat the band, remember? I mean, they would just hit that outside corner. Everybody's screaming at the umpires. But they had such talented pitchers, they could hit the corner all night long. All of them. Even Steve Avery.
This one dribbled back towards the mound. Lowe picks and throws, and Mark Kotsay is the first out. It's time to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind. Great catch out in center field by Jacoby Ellsbury. Made the grab, then banged into the wall. Lead first. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered.
You think about that catch. One more step, he hurts himself. Just a half a step more, he smashes into that scoreboard.
That is pitch number 70 of the night for Derek Lowe, and it's foul tipped. It appeared. I want to make sure it was, and it's 0-1. Ellsbury grounded out to the first baseman, Casey Kochman, in the 2nd inning. 0 for 1. This has been a very well-pitched contest. 3 hits so far for the Braves, all singles. 1 hit for the Red Sox, a double for David Ortiz in the 2nd. Beckett and Lowe dueling tonight from Fenway.
Does Lowe keep the ball down or what? I mean, I'm talking down, down, down. When he misses, it's Lowe.
He's
That's why they call him down. I knew you were going to say that.
I beat you to it.
The man they call Lowe.
Tried to paint. He's 2-2.
So they call it sink and cheese. You know, is it sink or cheese? No. The cheese usually has to have some hair on it, doesn't it?
Do you ever name your cheese like Munster?
I don't know. I'm changing every night. I'm changing my cheese.
But I mean,
look at this. I got to stick with something.
Do you ever name one though? I mean, like it's good provolone, good Munster.
No,
never.
No.
It's just cheese. It's always cheese.
It's always cheese.
You know, cheese with hair on it is disgusting.
It is disgusting. It really is. It's one or the other, right? It's just one or the other. It's not both because it's nasty. So maybe it adds nastiness to it, right? There you go.
That's
cheese
it.
with hair is nasty.
It's also gross.
That's why we say it. That's why I'm saying it.
We.
I don't know why I say half the things I say. They just happen.
Two and two to Jacoby Ellsbury.
Anyway, you got to make him get the ball up is what you have to do. Easier said than done.
Unusual full count.
He doesn't want to walk Ellsbury, that's for sure, in this nothing game.
Does have one walk tonight. He walked Kevin Youkilis in the 4th inning.
Oh,
strikes out Ellsbury.
What a big pitch right there for Derek Lowe. 3-2. Comes back with a little backdoor slider. You see it fools Ellsbury, the speed of it. He's right in the corner too. That's a strike. Little emergency swing there. The ball's almost already in the glove. He's saying, oh, it's going to be a strike. I got to swing. And it was a strike. Good pitch.
So 2 down. Jason Varitek grounded out to second base in the 3rd inning. It's a fly ball down the left field line. Garrett Anderson over towards the seats will not have a play. Straightens it out to left center field. Back goes McLeod at the wall. Can't make the catch, but it's off the scoreboard, and Varitek stands at second base.
First look, it looked like McLeod had that ball all the way. I didn't think this ball was going to hit the wall. This ball looked like he just missed it. The ball went off of his glove. Had a feeling this ball was going to be caught, and he just missed it. He gave it sort of a half a jump there. He's already there. He didn't even need to jump. He jumped anyway. Clanked off of his leather. That's an E. I don't know if they'll give him an E or not, but if you look the replay, that's an error.
I would agree right there at the wall. Had plenty of room. The hit has gone up on the board, so they give Jason Varitek a double.
The only thing you could say is that it was a difficult play because
long way to go.
Long way to go, and he's next to the wall.
This one gets off McCann. Varitek didn't break right away, but still has time to get to third.
Sinker in the dirt. McCann can't get a glove on it. Bounces away. Varitek didn't go right away. I thought they might have a shot at him, but probably smart not to throw.
"90 feet away with 2 outs. Nick Green, the 2-0. Blooped foul.
Derek Lowe doesn't just throw a ball right down the middle 2-0. He throws him a 2-0 breaking ball in a hitter's count. Continues to pitch.
To left center for Green, in for a hit. It'll score Varitek from third. Green will venture to second, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. 2-out RBI for Nick Green.
Yeah, Nick Green worked himself to finally get a 2-1 fastball sinking down and in, and he takes a nice swing at this ball. Hits this ball left the center field gap. Such a good fastball hitter. Finally gets his pitch. Even though it's down, he still rattles it to the left center field gap. RBI.
So a ball that should have been caught out there in left center by Nate McLeod. A wild pitch and a base hit with 2 outs. And the Red Sox get to Derek Lowe for a run here in the 5th. Dustin Pedroia 0 for 2. He's done the same thing twice. It's ground out to short, and Yunel Escobar.
Nick Green has had some big hits this year. They're starting to add up.
Pedroia to center. McLeod going back. He's got to play, and he makes the catch shy of the warning track and center to end the inning. Red Sox grab the game's first run. They lead it 1-0. Sixth inning back at Fenway. Red Sox lead it 1-0 as Jeff Francoeur fouls off the first pitch. In this top half of the sixth inning, Red Sox getting a run in the bottom of the fifth. Francoeur flied out to the warning track first time up. Pitchers duel here tonight from Fenway Park between Derek Lowe and Josh Beckett. Beckett wanted that on the curveball. He thought grabbed the corner. 1-1. 5 in a row retired by Beckett. Francoeur lines out to Mark Kotze at first base. Hey fans, NESN's cameras are over at The Tap tonight at 19 Union Street in Boston as fans are taking in this game 2 of the series between the Red Sox and the Braves. Always serving an honest brew with a big taste and a nice finish. Visit The Tap to catch all your baseball action. Things are pumping over at The Tap.
Oil there every night, don't they?
Yes, they do.
A lot of oiling going on.
A lot of oil.
Pound that oil over there.
Do you think LA would have been a bad thing for you in the middle of your career?
Early on it might have been, but when I got older I knew what I was doing. I think.
Someone fouled off and it's 1-1 to Kelly Johnson.
Yeah, early on that would be tough. Absolutely. You know, early 20s. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Got a place on the beach. Huh? Got it all working.
With the good moss.
Oh, got the moss working. Bronzing every day.
Kelly Johnson grounded out to first base in the third inning. It's a fly ball foul. Euclid gives chase, but it's back into the seats. Braves have been held to 3 hits by Beckett. 5 1/3 shutout inning so far for Beckett tonight. Strikes out Johnson. 5th strikeout for Beckett. 2 down in the 6th inning.
See how Beckett commands the hole at bat. Finishes him off with a breaking ball down. Way out front. He's been out front of everybody in the accounts, and he takes control of all the at-bats. It's like he's in control of the game. You see his pitch count way down, 64 with 2 outs in the 6th inning. This is Beckett at his best. You know, it's not so much punching out 10 guys. I mean, he can punch out 4 or 5 and be dominant.
Nate McLouth has popped out to second base, fouled out to the catcher. He's 0 for 2. On the ground, softly right side to Pedroia. Waits for Kotze to cover. That's the inning. 1, 2, 3, 6. 5.5 in the books. 1-0 Boston. Jason Varitek skying one back to the warning track and left. It looked like McLouth had it under control. But instead it clanks off his glove. And it would lead to a run for the Red Sox in that inning, the only run of this game. Coors Light Freeze Can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. J.D. Drew leads it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Drew, Youkilis, and Bay to face Derek Lowe. 87 pitches for Lowe.
You know, quite a few pitches for Lowe, only having given up 1 run in 5 innings. I think he's had a lot of full counts. Only walked 1 hitter tonight, but a lot of deep counts.
There have been 7 full counts for Derek Lowe tonight. Fly ball struck well to left field. Back goes Anderson, and it is up off the wall. The Karen played by McLouth, but not before J.D. Drew stands at second base. Opposite field, wall ball double.
You see the swing by J.D. Drew. It doesn't look like he really smokes this ball. Ball sinker down. Good pitch. One hands this ball. Left center field. Halfway up off the wall. Sort of effortless little swing like that. Seems like no damage. Meanwhile, it's off the wall. It's a good pitch.
So Drew at second, nobody out. Kevin Youkilis was grounded out and walked. And strike one to Youkilis. Pitches for Lowe. And it's strike 2, 0-2. As the pitch count rises for Derek Lowe. Action in the pen. Jeff Bennett, Eric O'Flaherty. Right field and in for a base hit for Youkilis. Here comes J.D. Drew around, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0.
Good piece of hitting by Uke right here. He gets a slider up, out over. Doesn't try to pull this ball. Shoots this ball in the right field. That's a good piece of hitting. RBI base hit. Right center field. Good piece of hitting. Derek Lowe's had enough of this.
So Youkilis at first now. The Red Sox on top 2-0. And here's Jason Bay, who's 0 for 2. He was robbed of a base hit and a great diving catch by Nate McLouth out in left center field back in the second inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth inning. Fly ball to right field. Jeff Francoeur towards the warning track. Makes the catch. About even with the pesky pole down the right field line, and there's one away. Well, tonight's Twisted but True Fact of the Game is brought to you by Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Many considered the field of the original Yankee Stadium to be the most sacred turf in all of sports, and now you can own an actual piece of the legendary sod removed from the stadium and available on eBay. Your personal piece of Yankee real estate will be freeze-dried. No care and maintenance is ever needed. The freeze-dried grass will look perfect forever. It's Twisted but True. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. One out. Youkilis at first base. 95 for Derek Lowe at the moment. Strike one to Ortiz. .115 pitches. The high in the year for Lowe was back on April 20th at Washington in a 6-inning effort.
He's made some good pitches that the Red Sox have put some good swings on. Featuring that ball down and away all night.
Big poppy to deep center. Nate McLouth back there shy of the track will make the catch. And there's two down in the inning. It's underneath that one.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Get the right auto and home coverage at AmicaCoverage.com. And that bat before this in the second inning, down and away. Look at this swing by Ortiz. Little off balance, but puts a good wood of the bat on the ball. Off the center field fence. Misses a home run by about a foot. He had another nice swing right there to fly ball to center field. Just missed it. A little disturbed by that. He thought he should have probably killed that ball, but I think a little sink on it kind of caught the end of his bat.
Mark Kotze is lined out to center. He is grounded back to the mound. And he bats with Youkilis at first and 2 outs. Ball one.
It's nice to watch a game pitched by both pitchers that are around the plate all the time. When they miss, they just miss. It's like action. Something's happening all the time or about to.
The 100 pitch for Derek Lowe is a fly ball to center field. Nate McLouth makes the catch that ends the inning. It's 2-0 Boston. 2-0 Red Sox on top. Red Sox adding another run to the total for Josh Beckett as he works here in the 7th inning. 6 shutouts so far. At 67 pitches, 5 punch-outs, not walked anybody. Only 3 hits. Nobody for the Atlanta Braves has visited second base yet. Well, Escobar has struck out swinging and has one of the 3 hits Josh Beckett has given up tonight, a single to right. Strike 3 call. Escobar is gone. Down by way of the K, and it's 6 for Josh Beckett.
0-2 pitch, wastes no time punching out Escobar. The high fastball comes back out over outside corner. You know, you come to expect these type of games from Beckett, especially the way he pitched for about a month up until the last game in Philadelphia, and really he just had a bad inning. He was on a mission probably to come back and pitch this game after that one, letting that one get away.
You're talking about the time in between must seem like forever for the starter.
Forever, and you know, especially when you're throwing the ball so well like he is, he can't wait to get back out there.
The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports. Batting average last year in the major leagues. Of course, Chipper won the National League batting champion. But overall, 364 led everybody.
He's DHing tonight. I mean, this is kind of nice for him to be able to DH. Because if he's going to play past 40 years old, he's going to have to DH. It's pretty obvious.
Outside ball 3-1.
If he wants to get to that 500 home run level, he's about close to probably 85, 90 home runs away. That's over 3 years away, except his power numbers slowly going to slow down.
The second, Pedroia picks and throws, and there's 2 down. It's time for a game break, and here's Tom Caron, TC.
I knew it bothered him.
I knew it wasn't going to let it. He's not going to let it go.
No way.
I knew he was going to say something.
It's a confident man.
Do it.
Might as well wear a pink cap. What's the difference if you're so confident? Right? Why green? Might as well go all the way.
I knew it. I knew he wouldn't let it go. No.
And answer my question. I was saying, I wonder if he's upset with us.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
He's angry. Swing and a miss for Brian McCann.
Beckett's had a nice curveball all night long. You know you have a good curveball when left-handed hitters are missing it so badly.
This one fouled off to our left, and it's 1-2. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is in its 10th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. 1-2 is grounded foul. So now you get to see what it's like to be on the other side. We're here in the booth, and you and TC are generally back in the green room killing us.
Yeah.
You know, it's different now. You're here, and they're back at the green room killing you.
Right. Bet they are.
So 1-2 is strike 3. Beckett's got 7 strikeouts. The 7th inning stretch. It's 2-0 Red Sox. It's the 7th inning stretch and time for an exclusive sneak peek of Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs, opening July 1st. Tonight's musical montage. Letters to Cleo. Clay Hanley in there. Very nice. As we head to the 7th inning.
Did I miss something?
No. Did you feel like you missed out?
No, what were you talking about?
Letters to Cleo is the name of the band.
Yes,
Kay Hanley is in the band.
Okay, got it.
You didn't miss anything at all.
Thank you.
It's a good band. Boston based. It's a very nice lady. Bottom of the 7th. Jacoby Ellsbury. Jason Varitek, Nick Green.
Low at 101 pitches now. I'm surprised he came back for the 7th inning. He deserves to be out there. 2-0 game. This is being outpitched by Beckett. Beckett is on top of his game tonight.
Ellsbury is grounded out to first. He is struck out swinging. Here's the action in the Braves pen. Same as last inning. They started here as Lowe takes the mound to begin the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball right side. Kelly Johnson at second. Throws out Ellsbury. And there's one out in the bottom of the 7th. Derek Lowe giving up a run in the 5th, a run in the 6th inning. And it's a difference in this game. This capacity crowd from Fenway Park has watched Josh Beckett throw 7 shutout innings and do it in just 79 pitches. So he's in good shape right now.
He's doing that game after game leading up to the Philly game. He flirted with that no-hitter in Detroit. The Yankees pitched a real good game against the Yankees. I think threw more pitches against the Yankees. That was raining all night.
That was a 6-inning scoreless 1-hit effort. Ended up being a 7-0 shutout of the Yankees.
Very stingy with the hits.
They give up 1 in 6 innings.
But has command of every at bat. It's like he does whatever he wants. He dictates what's going to happen. It's amazing what a pitcher can do with that kind of stuff. I mean, this is good. I mean, this run, you throw that Philly game out. Beckett's got it going on. I mean, 6-7 starts. Granted, this Atlanta team is not the greatest offensive team in the game either, but he's making it easy.
Well, even with the start last time out, in the last 6 starts, a 1.94 earned run average.
Really? And he's on his way to the All-Star game too. Puts together a couple more wins. What is he, 7-3 coming in?
To left center. Off the bat of Varitek and off the scoreboard. McLeod plays the carom. Varitek to second base. A 1-out double.
I guess ex-catchers can hit guys they've caught for a number of years tonight. Varitek gets his second double. This one does hit the scoreboard. The last one didn't quite get there, but it's a slider. Down. Look at that, ball's down again. Not a bad pitch to have a ball go off the scoreboard for his second double of the game. So pretty good hitting tonight on some, to me, pretty tough pitches to hit.
1 out Varitek at second. Nick Green had an RBI single his last time up. Back up the middle into center field, a base hit. They'll stop Varitek at third. McLeod up and throwing. And it's first and third now with 1 out. DeMarlo Hale throwing up the stop sign as Varitek got to third.
Well, I guarantee Derek Lowe's going to know who Nick Green is after this night is over. Been a pesky hitter. Throws him a fastball down again. Good piece of hitting. Doesn't try to pull it. Shoots it right up the middle. He's got to be shaking his head after this start. I mean, he threw the ball good tonight, and he's walking out of this game 2-0, 2 guys on. Have a nice night.
To get the live press conferences of Terry Francona and Josh Beckett, and Jim will break down the starter's performance tonight. Plus, Heidi goes one-on-one with the star of this game, 2 of this series. It's all coming up right after the game. TC, Jim, and Heidi. Well, Derek Lowe leaving after 6 1/3 innings tonight. 7 hits so far, 2 runs. He's responsible for the runners at first and third, a walk and 2 strikeouts. 110 pitches for Lowe. He received a standing ovation as he left the mound here from Fenway Park. A tip of the cap from Lowe. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. After 6 1/3 from Lowe, here is Jeff Bennett. And makes an appearance in his 31st game of the year, 2.81 earned run average.
A lot of base runners, 39 hits, 19 walks. My goodness. But you know, Lowell had to be upset leaving the mound, but then you have to walk off to the ovation, and sort of takes the sting out of a bad appearance. Not that it was a bad appearance, but you know, walking out of the game, losing 2-0.
It really is kind of a strange set of circumstances when you leave the mound in that situation. This one is chopped to short. Escobar will go to second for 1. Throw to first. Not in time. It gets away. Run scores. Veritek's in. As Pedroia takes second base, Red Sox lead at 3-0. That run will be charged to Derek Lowe.
I guess you've got to try to turn this ball to get out of the inning, but this is what can happen if something goes haywire. I think he was going to be safe anyway, but Kochman couldn't block the ball from the throw from Johnson. You see Escobar shoveling it to Johnson. He throws it in the dirt. Pedroia was going to be safe anyway. Cost them a run. Well, the run was going to score anyway, but I guess you've got to take a shot at a double play ball. Right.
And now the catcher, Brian McCann, headed out there to talk to Jeff Bennett. Fielder's choice for Pedroia and an RBI. That scores Jason Veritek, gives the Red Sox a 3-0 advantage.
Obviously an error on the throw. They turned a double play there. The inning is over.
A.D. Drew hit a double his last time up. He scored the second Red Sox run. They gather another run here so far in the 7th and lead it 3-0. In tight, and it's 2-0. Jeff Bennett has allowed runs in 4 of his last 8 outings. Tuesday night, he worked a season high 4 innings. There's a strike, 2-1 to Drew. As a pen, the Braves with a 4.07 earned run average. Bluff off the backside and back to the bag at second goes Pedroia. By comparison, I mentioned the 4.07 for the Braves span. The Red Sox, who lead the majors, have a 2.88 ERA among their relievers. It's ball 3, 3-1.
Well, everybody out in the Red Sox bullpen is having a good year. Nobody's really done anything wrong for the most part. There's always somebody that gets the raw end of the deal. They haven't had really extend anybody.
Fly ball down the left field line. Garrett Anderson over towards the seats, but that will tail foul.
You know, nobody has had to go hang out to dry, sort of. You know, you could just leave them out there and eat up innings. You haven't had to. Everything's been important.
The pen with a 2.88 earned run average ranks among American League relief leaders in winning percentage. They're first. Fewest hits, they're first. On a batting average, they're first.
Punch outs.
Fewest home runs allowed, they are second. Strikeouts, they're fourth.
Okay.
See, I answer some of your questions. 3-2 is fouled off. Drew stays alive and get a piece of Brian McCann.
I know you're going to get to it, but I wanted to know punch out.
I might not have.
I know.
I might not have gone there if you hadn't asked, because I had done so much already. And you know, you throw a lot of numbers out there, and some of them don't really matter. But that did.
But I thought because of the kind of arms they have, they punch. You see 3 guys right there that can punch anybody out.
They're fourth with 176 strikeouts.
I bet you as a team pitching staff, they're number 1 in the American League in punch outs with Lester and Beckett.
Ball 4, Drew down to first base. First walk given up by Bennett. Second walk by Braves pitching. All right, more questions that I will answer.
Strikeouts.
All right, there you go. The staff as a whole lead the majors with 135 Ks in June, so they're best in the majors in June. But the staff leads the American League with 513 strikeouts overall, too.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about.
The master of punch-outs, Boston Red Sox. A lot of punch-out pitchers.
I am the answer man.
Yes, you are. You don't even need a guy to help you with that. All the stuff you have to do, and you do that too. Huh? You do everything. You got to call the game and stat Masterson in the meantime, right?
Outside 1-1. Pedroia at second base, Drew at first. Red Sox have added a run. That run is charged to Derek Lowe. So far he's given up 3. Lowe still responsible for Pedroia at second base. And it's ball 2. A little bit of a wait, maybe the longest of the night for Beckett. Pitching change in between. Strike 2, 2-2.
I had a hard time just sitting there, just waiting. When I got older, I moved all the time. I was always constantly moving. He's still young. He's not even 30 yet. You can sit down. When you get in your 30s, you got to bounce around a little bit. You get stiff.
Ball 3, full count. Gray on deck. Pedroia at second, Drew at first, 2 down. Struck him out. The Red Sox get a run in the bottom of the 7th. It's 3-0 at the end of 7. Garrett Anderson leads it off in the 8th. We're sitting at a curveball and strike 1 to begin this 8th inning. Anderson, Prado, and Kochman to bat in the 8th. 11 in a row retired by Josh Beckett. Hard hit ball and a fair ball by the dive at Kotsay at first base. Kicks off the boxes to J.D. Drew quickly, and it's a single for Garrett Anderson to begin the 8th. Seemed like the longest wait Beckett's had to deal with tonight in between innings.
You wonder if it has something to do with this, with fastball in. I don't think he gets this ball in enough, but you see how Anderson's come shooting this ball down the right field line, and I don't know how he kept that ball fair. He doesn't run very well, but the ball came off the boards over there to J.D. held him to a single.
There's Martin Prado, who has grounded out to third base, grounded out to first, 0 for 2. On the ground right side, Pedroia off balance to second for 1, to first, not in time. They get the lead runner in Garrett Anderson, 4-6 on the force out. Prado reaches at first.
Pedroia went a long ways to get to this ball, and his momentum was carrying him towards the outfield grass. You see he's trying to turn this ball. It throws from behind. This would have been a great double play if they could have turned it. But the throw from Green is going to be high. Anderson tries to take him out. Would have been close if that throw was down.
So 1 out for the Braves. Prado at first base. Casey Kochman the batter. He has flied out to left and struck out swinging. A drive down the left field line towards the corner, and a foul ball. Virtually no foul ground down there. But Kochman found it.
It can't be, but 2.5, 3 feet down the line. He'll slice Johnson down the line, just foul into the corner. That would have been trouble. Second and third with 1 out. You know you're going good when a ball finds foul territory down that line.
So it's 0-1 to Casey Kochman. Kotsay kind of playing behind Prado at first base, not really holding him on. Now back and way up. The 0-1 to right and a base hit. J.D. Drew coming on. Up to second goes Prado. And Kochman's got a base hit. First time tonight Atlanta has had a base runner reach second base.
His fastballs aren't paying off inside now. You see fastball he's trying to throw in there. Fights it off. Doesn't hit it real hard. Base hit to right field. First and second, 1 out.
Hideki Okajima up in the pen for the Red Sox. First action we've seen out there. Beckett had gone 7 shutout innings and had retired 11 batters in a row. Coming into this, the 8th. Jeff Francoeur takes ball 1. Veritek sprawling to his right.
Make a good pitch on Francoeur. Double play ball. Keep the ball down.
Outside ball 2, 2-0.
See back-to-back breaking balls right here. This is, you know, it's a curve ball, but it looks more like a slider. It doesn't go down as much, but 2 in a row. Pretty much the same pitch. Francoeur is anxious. You got to be careful here. Might as well get it right. No time to second guess.
Well, fans, NESN's cameras are over at the Tap tonight at 19 Union Street in Boston as fans are taking in this game 2 of the series between the Red Sox and the Braves. Always serving an honest brew with a big taste and a nice finish. Visit the Tap to catch all your baseball action. Francoeur turns on this but fouls it off.
Francoeur came out of his shoes on that 2-0 pitch. Luckily the ball's inner half. Look at this pitch. Look at him come out of his shoes here. The ball keeps running in on him. He couldn't keep this ball fair.
Ball 3. Tying run at the plate for the Braves. Runners at first and second, 1 out in the 8th. And a 3-1 to Jeff Francoeur. He does have 4 home runs on the year. Grounded back to Beckett. Fires to second for 1, on to first. Double play. Josh Beckett starts it and he ends the 8th. this comebacker, he had to elevate to get it. And the Red Sox turn the double play, and Beckett fired up about it.
Well, room service double play. He had to get up his feet a little bit, but it's a beautiful thing for a pitcher to end the inning. All he had to do was, give him a good feed at second base. He had more than enough time for a double play. 3-1 pitch, double play right back to you.
New pitcher is Eric O'Flaherty, former Seattle Mariner. 35th appearance. Jason Bay takes the 0-1 for ball one, 1-1.
It's a pitch of the game that to end the inning. Francoeur, you think he's going to come out of his shoes again. He stays on a pitch and hits it right back to Beckett.
Flaherty claimed off waivers by the Atlanta Braves from the Seattle Mariners. Parts of 2 years with the Mariners. Fly ball out to right center field. Center fielder McLeod calling and catching the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Tomorrow afternoon at 12:30, Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe's Red Sox Game Day Live. Tim Wakefield goes for win number 10, which would tie him for the league lead. Plus, BU's Jack Parker and BC's Jerry York will be live on stage as they prepare to be honored at the Tradition this weekend on the occasion of the summer solstice. An interesting look at the Midnight Sun game in the Alaskan Baseball League. It's all coming up tomorrow at 12:30. David Ortiz swings through strike one. Outfield deep end straight away for Ortiz, who doubled back in the second inning. He's grounded out, flied out since. Jammed to short as Escobar makes the catch. With 2 outs, it's time for the game summary brought to you by Comcast. Jacoby Ellsbury making a great diving catch out of left center field, banging in deep first into the wall. Nick Green for the Red Sox in the 5th inning with his RBI single to put the Red Sox on the board, scoring Jason Varitek with the first run of the night, and Josh Beckett, who has gone the first 8 innings tonight, giving up no runs. 89 pitches for Beckett, as this ball for Kotze is to left, and Garrett Anderson is getting back there to make the grab and to end the inning. Took him to the track. It's a 1-2-3-8 and a 3-0 Red Sox lead. Back at Fenway Park, 3-0. Red Sox on top, 9th inning. And leading it off is Kelly Johnson for the Atlanta Braves. Red Sox getting a run in the 5th, a run in the 6th, a run in the 7th. Beckett an even 90 pitches now. 8 shutout innings for Beckett. Johnson hits one high and deep to center field. Back goes Ellsbury in front of the wall to make the catch. Kelly Johnson gives it a ride, but back there is Ellsbury, and there's one down in the 9th.
Ball's carrying pretty good tonight. I didn't think he hit this ball. I thought he missed it when he first swung at it. This ball looked to me, by first look, end of the bat, skied it. Nice swing, but it ball goes almost to the center field wall. It's a long out.
1 out for Nate McLouth. 0 for 3 from the top spot in the Braves order as he takes strike 1. Papelbon is up in the pen. To left field. Jason Bay coming in and over. 2 down. And the Red Sox on the season have 4 complete games, 2 for Leicester and 2 for Wakefield.
Beckett has 2 lifetime shutouts. This will be a chance at his 3rd lifetime shutout. Hasn't had one since 2005. Seems like he would have had one in 2007, doesn't it?
The year he had, yes. 2 down, Yunel Escobar. On the ground to shortstop. Green to his left. Ball game. Josh Beckett goes all the way. Shuts out the Atlanta Braves. And the Red Sox win it 3-0.